Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
The only gate we're gonna be opening, right, is
Summerfest. Right.
But for now, keep
Candy
the
will
gate
be
closed.
here, right?
Of course, Candy's gonna be at Summerfest.
Of course.
Asks and answers.
Of course, after answers.
I wonder if Devon will be at Summerfest, buddy.
We can find out.
Find out. Right?
I already had to do a promo, so should be. Hopefully, I should be. How you guys? Oliver was mashing up the place.
Yeah. As usual.
Small thing, I break a sweat here.
Yeah, boy. I'm watching it. Wow.
Normally, grounded, you know,
No,
grounded.
because it's too cold. Yeah, as I walk inside, it's like
It's cold.
freezing.
I'm feeling the
Yeah.
coolness, boy.
so-
Feeling it.
No, at times the AC jamming and ground, sweating on the place.
You know what I mean? Extra shift.
Extra chef.
Yeah.
But
Did you work all day to the ground? You was here from this morning?
this morning, yeah.
Wow. But you could buy something for everybody.
Yeah,
I heard
I
that.
don't love what you do.
I heard today you was running off the radio when you want to go and eat.
Yeah.
I was like,
When
no,
12
lunchtime.
Once 12 o'clock reach out, and
Really, yeah.
that's the only way I could do it, get vibes for this hour now.
Uh-huh.
And the Keisha just make sure and pack my food. Right?
Yeah, good food.
Yeah.
Provision and
She pack him. Make sure I have for lunchtime and
A snack
dinner
and thing
time.
too. Yeah.
You ready?
yeah, we on.
Kingdom
We
Principle. There we go.
streaming.
And we are live on Facebook and on
and YouTube.
Right?
Facebook and YouTube. Shout out everyone. Yes,
live
we
on
are.
on the FBN
Yeah.
Isaac
You feeling
Facebook
okay?
page, and we are live on
Not
YouTube
well.
as well.
We had to organize some bush tea, some
Bush tea?
Zeba pea.
No,
I don't long I drink bush tea.
Nah, man.
I want some.
I don't drink
some
tea.
Fever
Tea for
glass
me
bush.
is
Fever, that's it.
chocolate
That is the
tea.
Nah.
That's it. I done.
Nah,
I don't like that.
You don't like mushy candy?
No.
No, why?
Because I had enough of it when I was young.
Oh, all right. I with that. I with that.
I had a lot of bush tea, but I still love my bush
Still
tea.
love your
Where
bush
you
tea,
living
yeah.
in the bush?
She take one Friday off. One that was just last Friday, you know.
One
And she
Friday,
come back
and she
this
come
week.
back. Yeah.
All right, let me get into the topic, right? Because Candy already have the fire. Good evening.
Instead of going rules everything one time.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Principles. We are streaming on Facebook, on YouTube as well, Isaac's pages. We want to invite persons to Kingdom Principles. We are going to get into a topic tonight. It's actually our part 2 from last week's topic. So we do invite you all to call, send your contributions, your comments, your voice notes, and everything. Everything on top. Paul with the thingamajiggers.
Yeah.
Right. Everything there. Okay, cool. So we're going to get into our topic, but we must lay down the ground rules, which is number 1 ground rule, everyone, is respect. Respect. Whether you agree or you disagree with someone, you can share your disagreement in a respectable manner and show forth how we as Christians ought to handle things. It's important, you know, because our witness is not simply in singing and dancing and all them kind of things. Those things are great. We're not against that. But how we learn to treat one another speaks volumes to the entire world. So make sure if you're sending something that's disrespectful, there are grown men here and a grown woman here, be careful how you address people. Address people in respect. Right, everyone?
Yes.
Everybody
Yes.
agree with that,
Agreed.
right? And another thing I think is very notable, because people tend to think that we go off of the topic. Now, I want to let people know this. There are different persons who would call, send voice notes, send messages, and they will be coming from different angles. And when those persons come from different angles, our endeavor is to just touch on what they would have said. You know, just give a commentary. Please note, everyone listening to Isaac 98.1 FM is not a Christian. There are unbelievers listening to 98, and we are trying to minister to them. So there are different people who are going to come from different angles, and we try to have the empathy, the patience, and the understanding when we treat with them. So we will just want to let persons know that, because sometimes they think that everybody is calling or sending something and they're going off, but everybody is not at the same place. So we try to exercise a little patience, right? Now let's set the question that was posed a little while, so we have the backdrop. The question was this: how early in a relationship, and I really want to hear what Candy has to say on this. You know, Candy has some really good information.
Setting me up.
Yes, must.
She was not
No,
here
last week,
so
no. So
now
she
we'll
had
be
to-
here in Candy.
Yeah, we have to. How early in a relationship should a man or a woman help or give financial support to their partner, seeing that they are not married. So you have two persons, they are courting, they are not officially married, and the question is, how early in that relationship, Candy, do you think that each person should be giving the other person money? The woman giving the man money and the man giving the woman money. I have different things, but I want to present that question. But even, let me give you a little time because I don't want to set you up too much.
No, it's okay. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
You're ready to throw? I could throw the scripture now, or you want?
Throw the
Let me
scripture.
throw the scripture.
Try.
Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 30. The same scripture we used last week. We're bringing it back again. Jesus speaking. Verse 28 reads, For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, lest happily, after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. The reason I'm choosing that scripture is to show that when you start something, you should have a plan going forward. That's the
To
idea.
maintain.
Yes, go ahead, Candy.
So you are saying that I don't want to satisfy that too early. Anyway, what do we call? Okay, I know. I think it's probably a more Christian term, but courting. Is that every relationship that you're in, you're courting?
I would. Paul?
No, I doubt.
Let's define,
Please,
because there's
please.
courting and then there's dating.
And
They-
it's just yeah,
If it's two different things.
Yeah, it
courting and
is.
dating.
right.
yeah. So
Because it's like Christian people who, okay, I know a lot of Christians who
Date.
they're in a relationship with this person, that didn't work out, then boom, you see them with the next one. I never hear them say anything about a courting. They'll be like,
Exactly.
I'm dating this person was serious
Right.
person. But courting is where probably are serious about this person and
That-
so I
but
don't
wait,
think it's
but then
different
why?
things.
Yeah, in some relationship, you're not serious.
Well,
Some people they're just
but you're trying to feel out the person because
Yeah.
all right, you don't know the person, so the date, just to let everyone know, the dating phase is the initial phase where you meet that person and you go out on dates. But the courting, as I think you just said it, Paul, is when you decide, yes, we're in a relationship. But when you meet someone, you don't really know that person.
Yeah, but you can be in a relationship and it's still not serious. So
Yes.
yes.
and
Yes.
it's still not saying you're courting.
Yeah. No. For which culture? Let's talk about which
Exactly.
culture we talk about. Right. Go ahead.
So
Let me just pick up one person before she go. Natalia, pick up your whole self. Elijah's godmother. Listen to you, love in your house. Natalia, stay tuned and just listen to this topic, right?
all right. So saying that we go with courting.
Right. Now we're going with courting. But which culture? We didn't establish the culture.
But I don't know. You tell me.
In Trinidad, do we use the term
Courting?
courting?
No, we don't.
I think that is used in certain segments within Trinidad and Tobago.
Probably.
Right? In the Caribbean, on the whole, it might be in certain. You know, if you grow up in a home where they talk like that, yeah, I mean,
But
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you're more here in the church among Christians.
Exactly.
Right, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like in the world you hear them by
But
I
if-
dealing this girl.
But even amongst our friends, exactly, we
Like
don't
dealing
say
cards.
courting.
The dealing like as in the dealing cards.
Even amongst our friends, we don't use the word courting.
No, we don't talk like courting or dating. You're who you're with.
Exactly. I'm with this person.
Yes, yeah,
Alright.
all right. Or you're
So-
dealing.
Yeah.
Right, where's you to she? You know,
Right, right,
Where's you
okay.
to he? Because people hoping to get through now. Now we established. We good there. We established that.
Yeah. All right.
Let's move to the finances because, as far as society has it, the man's supposed to be spending money from day one, before the relationship starts.
All right.
You're not even courting.
Yeah.
The man should be spending money day one.
All right.
What about the woman?
Well, I could remember calling in last week and say, half. Well, it wasn't established. Okay, you pay half, I pay half.
Right.
I made it into a game.
Okay.
Yeah, and I say, hey, what now? Whoever jumping in line first to the to the can. What do you call it in the camp?
Cashier?
In the movies, in the come to eat.
Yeah, the
In the
person who's
food
selling.
court.
Right,
I
right.
say whoever
right.
jump in line first because it was real lines. So
Okay.
he took a line, I took a line.
Right.
I say, hey, whoever jump first, they will pay, they'll buy the meal.
The first.
But
the
he
first
already
line.
bought the tickets.
Okay.
Right? But
Okay.
I know my line was going faster.
Mhm.
So that was my way to slip in. I go and pay something. They're saying, I want you I don't want you, you know,
Uh-huh.
pay for everything. You know,
Right.
and nothing to that.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah, so if I
So,
nothing
so,
wrong with
so
woman
you,
paying.
so you cool with being with a guy, and for the very first time, all right, this is the very, very first time, you could pay for the guy, and can you pay for the full meal?
If I'm paid for the guy,
You paying the meal.
I did pay for the meal. and I
Okay.
heard
Okay. Would it be an issue if you were to pay
everything.
Yeah.
It depends.
Oh, okay.
No. Here why it depends. If he was to mention candidates are low.
On the first date?
On the first date, you're mad. You're mad. First date, never.
At least you had to be saying something on the first date.
Oh God, at least say something.
least,
Then.
yeah, say something.
Please.
Don't just.
You're mad. No, I'm not getting with that. No.
Direct flag.
Yeah, you understand? That's a poll.
So is it a question comes
I
to
hungry man wanna carry me on.
well this is it. If the man really hungry, as Paul said, is it
On the first date,
But then were you looking for girl for?
no,
Exactly.
but listen, we live in a day and a time where a lot of females running on men.
yeah, okay.
All right, what we say about that? If she running him down, and let's not we're not going to get too far off the main topic,
Okay.
right? But if she running him down, and the guy say, all right,
But then she had to pay.
she had to pay.
Yeah. But here what? Guess what? Females, they run on no man, please.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Paul,
Don't
where's
do
my
that.
mic? Paul, where's my mic?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah?
I come and shoot this.
Oh, you were your man.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't run on no man, please.
I agree with you, Candy.
And you agree?
Yeah,
they
the
don't run on
man
no
is
man.
supposed to do that.
Honestly, no. We talking true, right? No, you know, I like to be honest.
Yes.
I do it before.
You did it before?
But I said it before. If I run you down,
Uh-huh.
no, I on games, please. I'm not serious.
Like, no. Yeah.
I'm not serious.
Yeah.
If I run down, I'm not serious.
Okay.
Don't take me serious.
Okay.
So what you will do in a case like that?
If I run it down,
Yeah, like
I pay for you. Yeah, hey, Paul.
so if that decide to turn serious,
Nah. That can't turn serious. No.
you sure, Candy?
Brother.
Let's say, all right, so you're taking him out. You're like, baby, I paying for you. Ting. Now you know you on kicks,
Games, right.
but he in his mind, because you doing that, he looking at it serious. So if he decide to,
I don't play. I don't play.
Now, folks, you all can join us here. Send your comments, send your voice notes, so we could share in this dialogue. Please do not start to call 3 minutes before the program, and please, we are really asking
Back to the
this.
topic. How soon it should start?
It should start, as far as I'm concerned, as early as possible, as early as is reasonable between the both of them. Because if it's okay for the guy from the day one to be funding anything and possibly everything, which I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with a guy spending his money to buy everything on the first date. Nothing. I have no problem with that. But I also agree that the woman should be spending her money as early as possible. It don't have to be on the first date. I don't problem. First, second, third, fourth. It could be 10 dates inside. That's okay. But early in the relationship, because it's important to understand money will be spent within the relationship.
And what if? Because I'm sure there are in some relationships where persons count the money in terms of measure. Okay, I spend for the first 5.
Okay.
Let me see if she will spend, or let me see if he will spend for the next one, or things like that. I'm sure within a relationship those things happen.
Yes. People watch that.
So how do we deal with that?
They gonna have to find out if that is a problem for them.
I find that it's a
Is that a
problem.
healthy relationship?
I don't see anything wrong with it necessarily. I don't see something necessarily wrong with that, because we're dealing with fairness and how early in a relationship should one start to be fair, because you're preparing yourself to become one flesh,
Right.
right? Now, here is a question I'll pose. And this touches on some of the things I have written here. If the woman, family need to do a surgery, right? Mom, dad, whoever has to do a surgery. Should the guy contribute there?
If he wants.
If he wants. And if he doesn't contribute, how do you think that is going to impact his relationship with the rest of the family and everything? And it is known that this is a surgery, and they are trying to help.
Life and death, and he have it.
He have. Well, he's working.
But
Yeah, but he could be working and,
he working.
yeah, he could be working and the money just is not enough.
Not enough, right?
Right.
So if it's not enough,
if he haven't, if he pockets fat.
if his money is not enough, then we okay with him not contributing to this woman he's courting, right? We okay with him not contributing
He hand can
financially
reach,
there.
so-
He hand can reach.
Right?
But if his hand can reach
Comfortably.
it have to be but
Yeah.
then comfortably very subjective.
Well, no, what
Hold
I'm
on,
saying
this is
is,
something.
what I got.
You understand? You know what I love, right? You know, I don't know how some people could be starting over and over,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
And you had to be pressured to go back through all of this thing.
All over
about,
again.
Worry about who buying first.
Yeah.
You know, like now that you me and Rena be married, we don't study about okay when you go out, I buy, you buy. We are one
Pull out
now,
the
so
money, yeah,
buy
yeah,
money. We're gonna say just go my bag, you go see how some money, right? You
Right.
get and buy food and I go say look the wallet. No, when you're dating and importing, you have to worry about who buying first, and the man pressured, he pressured that he had to buy because he had to look good for this girl. I'm glad that we don't pass that stage. Yes, sir. Yeah, boy.
That's nice.
You was gonna say something, goddamn. All right, go ahead.
So, Alison is saying good evening. Financial support during courtship or dating, such as paying rent or bills, no time. After marriage, then there's a financial support, not before. Certain privileges are reserved for marriage.
That's not true. That's not true
Disagree?
at all. You see, to me, once you're in a relationship with somebody, especially if you're courting the person to be able to marry the person, then do it. The only thing you're not supposed to do is have sex.
Okay. Right.
Outside of that,
Right.
all you had to build a life together.
So start spending now.
Exactly. You had to buy a bed, buy a wardrobe, buy it together.
So what if you courting this person and
You
set
spend
up this
all the
person
money.
and you spend and you furnish a whole
And
apartment
boom,
and then
done.
boom, she bust out and go and she take
Yeah.
everything.
Nah, that is a difference.
Your money gone.
Exactly.
Your money done.
Yeah, but nobody does be in a
I
relationship.
know people go say, well, they can still do it. Even if you're married, the
True.
person, they can still take and bust out, right?
But they
Right.
will-
But it will hurt you more that you even
You
married
know
that
what this
person
thing, yeah.
and furnish an apartment for you and you gone.
Yeah.
That I'm
But
happy.
your mom.
nobody want to be in a relationship and think about breaking up, you know. You understand? You're thinking about a future with the person.
Not really. Or what if
Serious?
they're just playing games? and they play a game.
But not everybody will play games.
True. Very true.
For real. The day I met Nakisha, the
right.
first day I met Nakisha, all games done.
Oh, so before you was playing games.
Before Nakisha?
Yeah, before games.
No, it had one or two. It had one or two that I was serious with. But then
It
it
didn't
had
work
some
out.
that I really,
didn't
honestly
work out.
speaking,
Uh-huh.
I was just in it for a while, and I know that.
Uh-huh.
I know that to myself. Yeah, there's no, you know.
But did you convey that information to the young
To the
lady?
person, no.
Ah,
I smarter than that.
She spent your money for nothing. That's what I say.
she invests in gun control.
Wow.
And
No,
good.
but I could have invested in her.
Uh-huh. Did you?
I can't remember, you know.
Wow, you see?
No, you know, I'm going and say something, Ole, please.
No, they can
It's
say.
serious thing.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Some of my exes and them, I really can't even remember the last name.
Oh, that is
That's because they
I would say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you.
I can't remember. If I walk along the road and I see. The other day, I went on Facebook
Right.
and I saw one of my ex profile.
Right.
And I asked myself, who is this person? I know the name, but I don't know the face.
All right.
You were dating with eye closed.
You don't play
It's
football.
true.
All right,
true.
all right. Back to the topic. If now we established is the conversation is about courting.
Yes, you're not married yet.
Not
yes.
married.
Not
courting.
married.
Yeah. Money jumping up.
I should not expect. Now, as I say, if we haven't, it's up to him if he want to contribute.
Right.
If he haven't, he
Right.
haven't comfortably.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
If he wants to contribute, fine. I know the type of person. Well, it didn't come into me. It goes to my family. If it's me on the other hand, I'm a iffy person with money. I really am. So, for example, I was with Grong. I would not take no money from Grong. None. I ain't taking no.
None?
None.
Why?
If you go out, you're spending it. Fine. Okay, sure.
But
But
you're
once,
taking us.
no.
Why?
I don't know.
But if you need money for transport,
No, I can handle that.
if you don't have at that time,
No, I will have it.
But then what? No, we talk about
And
this.
it sound like I'm an independent woman.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's a new. Where does call it?
What wrong with that?
Independent.
What wrong
No,
with
it
that?
have a next name. They call these women a modern day woman,
What is wrong with having your
something
own?
like that.
And 3 guys inside of here. What is wrong with a woman having their own?
There's nothing wrong. There's
Good.
nothing wrong
Good.
with a
Right,
woman
thank you.
having
But
their
what
own.
I will do if I'm dating someone, I want to see if money is hard to come out of your hand.
So you
So I
put
will
them on a
create-
test.
No,
Yes, I will create a scenario
Uh-huh.
where I need money, and I will ask you for it, and I will see how you move with that.
That is. That is.
I'm sorry.
There
But-
are issues with that because let's discuss that. If a man has given money and he has been for you just didn't take it because that is not your thing, right? He views it as a rejection. Many men
know,
view
yeah,
it as a
yeah,
rejection,
yeah.
and a man does it again and he's rejected again and he does it again. By the time you come
I didn't
asking,
do that. I didn't. Okay.
Let me just say, so,
okay,
right?
I apologize
Let's say-
and I tried to take it.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time you want that, it might not be something he's willing to do at that time,
Yeah.
and he might
Because he's
be,
crushed.
yeah,
Yes,
he
I
might be
understand.
judged for something at that time. You might be analyzing or testing him at that time, and you have already impacted him in a certain way.
And I must say, I have recognized that, and it's because I was making more money than you. Wait, listen to me. In my defense, I was making more money, and he's the one. I was like, no, handle the business now. And I realized his face changed. I was like, you know what? All right. Next time he offered, I took it. I know I do. I spent that same money back on him.
Did he know?
Of course not.
Oh, all right, but you're doing it to that wise.
And I didn't want to make him feel bad, so I took it.
Okay.
And then I just spent it back
Well,
because
I know
that's it.
some man listening and well, I want
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So if somebody come out here and say, "No, man, darling, I love you," and thing, God send me.
Nah, stop lying.
Be
Stop lying.
careful.
Don't lie.
Diego, no.
No, trust me, it's a man.
Safety
It's a man
spirit,
who
stop
lie.
lying. Don't
I
lie.
want to hook up candy on somebody, have a virgin for candy.
Excuse, stop
Yeah.
it.
Candy probably already have a
Yeah, I'm
perspective.
coughing.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Does candy at all?
You were saying, Paul? Continue talking.
No, as we deal with the subject, everyone, we just let the persons know what our topic is. We are dealing with financial support in relationships, asking the question as to how early should one start to contribute financially, or if they should at all. We had one person already said, no, that should not be happening at all prior to marriage. That is a problem for some people. Me personally, I believe it's useful to start to practice financial management, sharing, and so on early. You don't have to share all your money and so on, but you should share it as kingdom citizens. And for those who might be wondering, as we talk about this topic, what this has to do with the Word of God or with the principles, relationships are real.
Yeah.
Right? Money matters are
Even
very
more real.
Wow.
Because they can cause a lot of friction within relationships. Yeah.
If your spouse is not good at managing money. It causes friction in relationships, and persons tend to, veer apart from one another. So it's important that we start several things early and even touch it. Go ahead.
Sorry, and even having the conversations of money and how, is savings or insurance, life insurance, if you started these little things, it's very important to have during the early stages, because at least the person, alright, it's not bad credit kind of thing you're going into.
So is that an issue? Because you see that is a major point. Let's build on that a bit. We're dealing with. You have something there, Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, go
So
for it.
Crystal is saying sometimes we women take away the men power when we act too independent. Men love to feel needed.
Go.
I totally agree with that. Totally agree.
I too.
Let me ask all a question, right? The person who had the type that they shouldn't do it if they're not married.
That is Alison.
Right?
She said good evening. Financial support during courtship or dating, such as paying rent or bills, no time. After marriage, then there's financial support.
But financial
Not before.
If you look at that and you take that, let's say like that as a rule,
Right.
then somebody who dating, let's say I dating Candy, then we shouldn't go out by ourselves then.
No, we shouldn't go.
We shouldn't?
No, we shouldn't. But if you're going with the rule,
Exactly. That is craziness.
No, I could be
It's
important.
craziness.
I pay my bill, you pay. I nonsense.
No, I'm not talking about the pay, no.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do want to hit
pretty
something. I think Candy had something she wanted to
No,
say. Let me.
according to the message, I respect your view, my dear. Of course, I
Yes,
do.
yes, we respect your view.
Apart from real harsh though. if I bounce my toe, and I can't pay my rent this month, and the person I'm with having,
Yes.
and I put the situation towards him. Now, if you ain't help me, I can't be with you.
No,
Then
but-
you come on my back. I know how I will view it. You come on my back.
Yeah.
So then
understand?
that raises our next question in my mind. Should somebody get involved with another individual if they only have a big bank account saving?
Never. No, that's not nice at all. That's equally. No, it's not nice. No.
Well, then that touches, as Grong asked that question, on if somebody is seeking for another person, is the
Looking for
finances
sugar daddy.
important? Shit, oh, good.
Sorry. Scratch that.
is the need to have somebody with a lot of money? Let's say you're working for minimum wage. You are a woman, we look at the male and the female dynamic, right? You are a woman working for something like, let's say, $7,000 at the end of the month. You are with somebody who is working for half that amount. Would you go with him?
If it's worth it, yeah, why not?
If it's worth it, define worth it. What is worth
As
it?
in what I want in a guy.
So you're dealing with qualities, not necessarily the finances.
Yeah.
Which speaks volumes, very, very good volumes about your personality, because you look at the person over the money.
True.
And a lot of people want somebody to love them for them.
Right.
Candy, as a female, you couldn't talk like that. I feel you loaded, I feel you holding. No, serious. Candy probably.
You have a friend? You have a
Candy,
friend?
I have people.
Hey!
Somebody,
Watch it, please. I am not loaded.
Candy could be a millionaire right by us there.
We are knowing, and she moving normal, no.
She win the lotto.
You don't really
I have never played.
you don't gamble.
Shout out to Mel. Mel was on a conversation with us dealing with that. So
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Mel. Mel C.
So, Bernadette have a voice note that, alright?
Right.
Play for Bernadette.
Afternoon to the panel. I could understand where that lady is coming from when concerning things like rent and so on. To be very careful, because after paying your rent and all these things, they might feel they're entitled to other things. Right? So that's why maybe she's saying that until after marriage.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a valid point.
that's
Yeah,
a
true,
great point.
true.
I didn't even look at it from that angle. Paul, what do you think about that?
It should. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
That's a good
not everybody like that.
No,
Because
but there are persons like that. Is a good point.
if I dating a young lady and I pay her rent 1 month It means to say I'm looking for something at the end of the
Right,
at the end of the
wrong,
year.
that's you, wrong.
Yeah, you.
I'm
So
sure there are
guys-
persons who looking for that in return. You gotta pay for it.
And we want to hear more from the people, right? So
Right.
feel free to call us 622-1981
Or 628-1981.
or
I
send your
want
voice notes as well 275.
1981.
while we add that, I just want to say good evening to Carrie Rennie. Carrie, big up, nice having you on.
Family.
That is my sister-in-law.
Sister.
Shout
Yeah.
out. Nice,
Shout
nice.
out, shout out.
Hey, I want to bring in something. But before I bring it in, I had something that I was sharing a little while ago. As Candy talked about insurance and so on. That, I think, it needs to be addressed. Even as we talk about, should we be sharing our finances when you're courting? Those conversations need to be had, as Candy rightly said. If you are in a position that your finances is short and you are not good at money management, then you should be talking with this person and find out
If theirs is better than yours.
yes,
Yeah.
and is this relationship going to be one fraught with financial problems? Let me just be real.
Right.
Taking the lovey hug and all them things, put them aside for a little bit and just be real.
Yeah. Say, I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hug, Kasha. come. Jesus. Jesus. You do all that. And the Kasha watching
Get
there
out.
with the money. With the money. This groceries cost $1,000.
But if she like it, she might pay for it.
You never know. You know.
That's where Jesus comes in.
No, but those things are important to talk about before. Imagine you go and you don't talk about those things. And you
jump
get
in.
married, and now you find yourself in real problems because when you get married, anybody who has been married for a while, after the honeymoon and all that, give it some time. The realities of life, paying rent, paying bills, buying groceries, diaper not cheap,
Milk and cheap.
milk not cheap.
I can say,
So you-
Mining chicken cheaper.
You see, so when them real things start to jump up, the lovey, huggy, dovey thing is put aside. Because you have to deal with the real. You have to pay these bills, you have to mind these children and so forth. So talking about finances is incredibly important. Now, this is the thing I wanted to throw out to you guys. You have your child, for each one of us, right? You are a single parent. You are dating someone, you're courting somebody. Should that person be funding your child?
Repeat that again.
You are a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
You're courting someone. So that means the person who you're courting is not the child.
Father.
Well, in your case,
Mother.
right, well,
Right.
yeah, have it correct?
Yeah.
You have it correct at the beginning. Well, you know, we know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about, right? So the person that you are courting, that
single parent, I'm a
parent,
child.
no, you are the single parent.
Right.
You are the single parent. Do you require your
Significant other
to be funding
for your child.
for your child? Do you require that?
It depends. It depends.
What it depends on.
How serious we are.
And if I do that in court already,
Oh God.
Ah! we had that. We had that angle. We had that angle. We have that.
I taking that so. I taking that so.
He breathing or she breathing? They're alive.
they're alive.
They're alive.
Well, I mean, we must say there are somewhat less
Yeah.
deadbeat
People.
Yes.
people.
People.
Yes.
Both sides.
They're not
Both
doing-
sides.
They're
Yeah.
not doing a job. I feel sorry for some single parents who are to be going through
Yeah.
running
Stress.
down that person. My God, you're putting things in court. This, that, Chinese, this. I do believe any man should be doing that dread. Oh, man, oh, come on, man. That is
real.
yours.
But for you, Paul, would you require the woman you courting to fund your child? If that was your
It's
situation.
up to her.
Oh, so you leave it up to you. So you don't require
No,
it.
I don't. She don't, because she don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it.
No.
Especially if the mother alive.
All right.
Nothing to do with the mother or the father alive.
You don't have nothing?
No.
How?
Look, Laurie said
As-
no.
As Paul
Laurie
say,
said no.
it's up to the person if they want to do it. Now, and I genuinely think if the person wants to be involved with me, they will have some sort of inkling or effort. They will show some effort. whether or offer. Even if I asked for it, I would not ask for it.
You will not.
I
You
would
will
not
watch to see.
Yeah, I would not ask. So I would think if they're serious about me and being in my life, of course that has to be, if they're in my life, that has to be in child life too.
So,
Right?
as
So-
Laurie saying here, she's saying, I'm not asking no man to do that.
Right.
Which is, think fair.
Yeah.
No, if it is
not
no
your
man-
responsibility.
No, it's not his responsibility, and he should be pressured to.
To give something or to
Yeah.
contribute. No.
Maria on Facebook saying my child is part of the package, but it's up to the person.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like here's how we operate as human beings. We telling you something without telling you it.
Yeah.
So you have to read between
But-
the lines.
There are no lines to read in between there. My child is part of me.
Right.
If you like me, guess what? You have to like my child too.
Yeah, I like your child, but I don't feel like paying for your child.
Okay.
I
but guess what?
mightn't like the
Guess what?
child.
Guess what?
Oh,
If,
yeah.
well, guess what? Let me just say this.
Yes.
If we had to get into to be more serious than just courting, guess what? Guess what? You guessing?
I still
You
guessing.
guessing?
I still guessing.
You had to pay. You had to contribute something. Whether you want to.
Why
or
we?
not.
Why?
Because we already know.
Why we can't talk that straight out? That's my question, right? And
So
I'm
wait,
just
no, wait.
I'm just
Hey, stop,
functioning in the role as a protagonist, right? Just a protagonist.
Stop.
Yeah.
Are you saying to me, Devon, brother Devon,
Yeah.
that after me and this guy get married, he still have the option of contributing or not contributing to my
No,
child?
we talking about before. Everything we talking about right now is before. Right now, the entire scenario is.
But answer my question still. Answer my
Yeah.
question now.
No, after. All right, we have to reach there.
But we reach it.
All right, we reach.
Yeah, I reach. So come with me.
Here's it depends on the situation. I using your word depends. It depends.
But just lay it out for you. So say it. So say whichever is the answer.
If the child father is alive, no, I will contribute. Like for me, right? If it was me, I would contribute because if I took the woman, I take the child as well. But
You get me worried there fast.
but I did not take everything of the child except for two reasons. One, father has passed away. Right? So if the father has passed away, yes, that fully comes on me because you are not getting financial aid from him. Two, he's alive and he is just not contributing in any way. So those are the two reasons I would see myself functioning like that.
He
Go
had to
ahead,
be in
Paul.
jail or something.
Yes.
So they want that voice.
Wow. Wow. Nah, man.
I've been watching some African movies, and that is something like some of these African movies. They don't want the outside child at all. They're not going to see about them at all.
It's true. It is so true what it is she said.
I when it comes to that, I said it a million times. And I don't think I had to say it
Grown
again.
from Nigeria. You
I
from
don't
one of them?
I don't agree. I disagree with you, gentlemen. I disagree.
But you
I think if the tables were turned and I was the person dating the single parent guy, I think it's just because as a woman it comes natural
What?
to just to just do things for the child and not watching if the mother is there or
Let me
or
ask
she's not
Devon
there.
a question. Let me ask Devon.
Paul has something. You're going
Oh,
hold it?
okay, go ahead.
Hold it. Go ahead, Paul.
Let me play this from Auntie Monica from
Right.
Boston.
Right.
I just loving the panel and I loving the topic.
Awesome.
Yeah, what happened? Like that lady says, when you're getting into it, you will know that it has a package. It comes with a package. So it's up to the guy to know that when he comes in there, maybe the child father died, he's not around. You know, you gotta contribute. It's like my son, his girlfriend has a son, and then he come and make a son with her. You know, so you know, like in general, if I'm buying something for my grandson, I would buy something for the other boy. You know, because it looks bad. So in general, I think if you take any package, you gotta know what you're getting into and do the needful. All right. God bless you both. And then a subject like finances. I am a person. I'm just like what's her name, Candy. There, I don't depend on. I'm always my independent person. And even when I was married, I never even depend on my husband. I always try to have my own money. You know, son? You know what? Because when I was going to school, I went to do this telephone operating course, and the teacher said, when ladies get a career, go out there, because listen, it's not matrimony, it's matrimony. Some men, they don't play. They want you to half of the bill. So be careful, ladies. Get a career. Not matrimony, it's matrimony. Alright?
I'm going to take
God
that
bless
phrase.
everyone.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you.
Auntie
again.
Carol.
Thank you.
Let-
Let's
let-
take this
let-
call.
this call.
I'm going to take
Hello,
that.
good evening. Welcome to Kingdom Principles.
Evening.
Hi.
Hi.
If I'm married to a man and he have children, is a packet. You have to take the children as you take the husband. Is a packet. And if we learn to understand, male or female, you're married to a woman, you have children, you love she, you have to love the children. Everything comes with a package. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Paula. Really appreciate that. Go ahead, Grong.
Now, I was just going and ask you, Devon, what if the child is not even a person known? What if it's an adopted child?
With that, well, oh gosh,
That difference.
that changes the dynamic.
What?
That changes. What there, Paul?
Paul fall asleep or
Like you get step there, but
Yes, man. Grum just look like he just want to go out because he just don't want to say about nobody. He just don't want to say about nobody child. No.
no, but I see.
Shut up, that child.
I see that as a. You see, here's the difference, right? Every situation is not necessarily black and white in life, right? We have a lot of gray areas per se. When it comes to the like, let's take it for me, right? If I was courting someone and this person had a child, immediately I think about taking care of the child. Immediately. If the father is alive, I must think about the father providing for the child because he's alive. I must ask questions and so forth. That being said, the dynamic changes when we have a situation of adopting a child, because now this child, for whatever reason, is in this position. I can't be looking for a father to think for that child. So I am fully taking that mom and the child together, not looking for any help from any father. But you must be aware of the adoption agency, how the rules apply and different things work with that. So you must get informed. So anyhow you take it, you're seeking for information. That's what I was saying. Candy?
Good. I have a question for Ground.
Laurie, have a question for you.
Laurie, I have a
For
question
me?
for you.
Should I be afraid?
Be afraid.
Be very afraid.
Go ahead.
So she asked, as the man that I love and see your welfare as my responsibility, because I love you, the man, so I am taking care of you, but you would be seeing my child as an annex, that kind of thing, that kind of
I don't understand the question.
Okay, so what I got from this is that she love you, she taking care of you as but you're seeing she child as annex is that that
Additional
a,
parts.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
a house, you have a house
Yeah.
and you have a little side house.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an annex.
Yeah.
So that's how you're seeing. That's how you're seeing the child.
No, well, it's Laurie, right?
Yeah.
No, let me say this to Laurie and everybody else.
Love to Laurie first.
Yeah, love, much love. The difference with Grong is that I wouldn't start the relationship. From the time I find it, I tell you before I ask the woman if you know God, asking if you have a child.
You know, last week somebody get vexed with you last week. I just had to say, okay, out of.
I let ground up on his foot. You shouldn't be come back.
No child.
The man say, yo, I don't want nobody with no child. That's why the man married Nikisha.
Nikisha,
had no child.
exactly.
I
So,
respect that.
somebody on Facebook is saying, I think this is a masculine woman. When the woman want to take the lead and try to prove she can take care of herself. Why have a man? Some men prefer. Oh, she's saying so. If it is you so independent and things, so then why have a man?
True,
Right?
true.
Because I can't
Wait, and the fire already. Fire. Go ahead.
Let's say some men prefer to lead. Genesis 24:53, right? And the servant brought forth jewels of gold. He gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. Help contribute to the child. Abraham sent gifts for all.
Okay. All right.
Why can't I what she say? Why have a man?
Why have a man if it is
Because God said it wasn't good for man to be alone. Love to my sister.
No, but it's a turn off.
No, and I understand that 100%. But I think I am the way that I am because of life experiences. You understand? So I think, honestly, and I owe it all to God, of course.
Yes, you will
Not
tell
cliche.
people, boy. Yes, you will.
No,
I
see-
don't know people will be watching the news, but coming down to the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes, one by is.
Yeah, real messages.
And then we
Real messages.
Look at, okay,
Yeah.
let me squeeze in some, right?
Go ahead.
Oh, good night, guys. I would say, just as I say, the child is part of the package because I was in a similar situation like that where I was with this guy and he had a 2-year-old daughter and the mother wasn't part of her life. And I took on that responsibility. And me and the guy came and broke up. We had a son after and we came and broke up, and up to this day, the child is 16 and she still live with me. So I say the child is part of the package.
Wait a minute, the child living with her. So the child father they break up?
Yeah, and the child stay with her.
Wow.
Yeah, she said he need that young lady need a mother because I don't know what happened to her mom. So she said, yo, you know what?
You know,
I'm going to still have that girl around. I'm going to take her for and be that mother. So,
it take a real special person
and use
to be able
I'm not
to
going
do
to
that.
I'm going to person.
You have more, Paul? You have more?
Yeah, you have more.
All right, so we have something here coming in from Kareem from Baltimore. Shout out to Kareem. Thanks for joining us. He says, I'm in a relationship where I'm supporting my girl and her 2 kids. I believe it's a total package. If you accept the mom, you have to accept the kids too. That shows the love of Jesus. It's all about the love of Jesus. Amen. Amen.
I agree, you know. I agree.
Enough for you.
Just not for me.
And I respect that girl.
Yes.
You know yourself, so you know you ain't going down that road.
Yeah.
Brother
And
Dave,
that's how it
Brother
does.
Dave had a say.
Yeah.
So we try to squeeze in some, right?
Yeah.
Hi, good night, Telecom, the host. I will always say, before you get any marriage, you have to see what is what and what's laid on the table. So if you come in that package and you want it, you know your responsibility. If you don't want it, leave it in the early one time. Don't get involved and then complain. Otherwise, if you do get involved and you do what you're supposed to do, that man, you help mind it to support each other. If you're courting and as couples and having relationship, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do as a man. Going out, you spend your money. If the woman need things, you have to support she. That's right. But if the woman have and she do the same thing as what the man is doing, it's not a one-side thing. It's both of us come together to make it work for betterment, okay? To me, it's not a problem. This is how life's supposed to be. One hand will clap and it's the other. One hand will slap. You understand? We work together, we achieve together, we live together, we love each other. Alright? Not a one-side thing. Have a blessed night.
Thank you,
All
Brother
right,
Dave.
Brother Dave.
All right, Brother Dave.
One hand don't clap.
Oh.
Wait, before we move on, what Auntie Monica say? It's not matrimony, it's match your mouth. I don't remember that phrase.
Matrimony.
Good. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Kingdom Principles.
Good afternoon. Good
Hi.
afternoon.
Hi.
Just wanted to say you. First time caller, I listen to the program every Friday.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
The
Welcome.
woman that say she had this child with this man, and she had a stepchild,
Right.
and then she come and she had a son, and they break up, and she remained
With the daughter.
with the daughter. That is a woman with a heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Because when you growing, when you get with somebody, you love the person, you will love the person child. Especially if the child have good discipline. You will love that child. And sometimes you may not want to part with it. Even you and the person finish. Because I will be like that person.
I will keep the child.
You would?
It's a package. And even if we separate, it comes, that child will come like your own after a while, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
It will come like your own. So separating from that will be very hard.
Yeah.
That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, and thank you for listening to our program and calling in.
But I want to say this, right? Is it because it make it easy for you to keep, and to the lady who said that you kept the daughter even though it's a stepchild and even though you and the man broke up, right? Was it easy to keep the daughter because she was disciplined, she was nice, and some people get rid of a bad trained child one time. Ask, go with your father. Especially if they're disrespectful.
Right.
So it probably was easy for them to keep because they probably was, I don't know.
Well, I think probably it was a situation where, I'm just guessing, or grasping at straws. It could have been a situation where the child grew up from young with her, so she was able to instill proper values and principles into the child.
Yeah, but this is what I don't understand. If the person break up with the father, why you take the man child?
I don't think she took the probably as I said, the child grew up with her, so she probably looked to the person as mommy.
Look at it like this, right? I and you together, you have a child. We break up.
Right.
I take your child and I live in with the child. Something wrong. It don't add up for me.
We'll come back to that.
Plus, the father, I know he probably realized that, he probably can manage with the daughter.
Yeah.
So, let me play this voice note from New York, right?
Hi, good night. Great programs you guys usually carry on. I have a question for Ground Control. I understand his position on not wanting to marry someone who already has children, and I fully can concur with what he's saying. However, I just want to find out if the shoes were near the foot, meaning then that he had a child from a previous relationship and he fell in love with a woman who he really wanted to marry. If the same rules would apply in that he would want that woman to reject him in that same manner. Thanks. Looking forward to his feedback on that.
The Kingdom Principle. Let's take this quick. Let's take this. Yeah, we'll come back to you, girl.
Yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to Kingdom Principles. Squeezing in. Hi.
So in regards to the young lady that kept the child, even though she and the guy would have separated.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think in there we could think about stability.
Yeah.
So you would have raised this child with you for a period of time. Okay, you and the father would have separated. But based on the situation that is presenting itself, you would know whether it is a wise thing to release the child. And once it's a good understanding between you and the father, that it's okay for the child to stay with you, because obviously that's the legal parent, so there must be some sort of agreement. But I think stability-wise is something that we need to look at, because I know of a situation like that where the stepmother will have kept the child and she and the father separated, and it was because that the father was not really stable, and they were concerned about the child, so she kept the child.
Right.
Yep.
So that could also be a factor.
Yep, I agree.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It could also be that the woman holding out hopes that she going and make back with the man too.
Wrong. The voice note, and then I'll get the answer.
You have to answer your question.
Yeah.
Put the voice note there, Paul.
Yeah, good night, guys. Yeah, it was easy too because she grew up from young.
Right.
She grew up from young, and eventually her mother came around and she came and, she just come and check her, and just as the father, he came come and support her still, and
Okay.
So it was easy because it was a bit challenging too at times, especially when she get the sense and she know that that's her mother and thing, eventually sometimes she used to want to go with the mother, but because of the environment and stuff that the mother was in, she wasn't safe to go there and things. So that is pretty much it.
Nice.
But
All right.
kudos to you.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Kingdom Principles. Your final caller.
Oh, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Tune in late, but I love your topic.
Bless
I
God.
went to a wedding on Sunday, God, and it was so heartwarming to see the bride husband accept the 2 children. Because a good friend, and when she told me what was going on with the children, father that did not stepping up to take care of them. And you know, the children were so happy. They did a family dance, and the little girl is calling her stepfather daddy now. Okay? And it's a package, she loved her.
Yeah.
And the groom told his side of the story where his sister died, and he stepped up to take care of his nieces and nephews. I have a close family member where my little nephew, the father not taking much interest. So it's his stepfather who's raising him, and he's calling him daddy. So as you say, it's a package.
Yeah.
And I commend that lady for standing up. God is in control, and those children, as well as the couples out there who doing that, will be okay.
Yes.
Have a blessed night.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank
Alright,
you.
Grong, answer the question, please.
and we-
Answer the question now.
Yeah, Grong, answer the question.
Hurry up.
Well, to answer the question, it will just depend on the woman if she want to or not.
Grong went in Best Village and he learned to dance. So that is what he just do there. He danced.
You know what, guys?
We need to wrap up, guys. No, we want to thank everyone who called, everyone who sent their voice messages typed up and everything. Especially our last 2 callers. Thanks for your contributions. When it comes to relationships, plan for things early, because the relationship is going to be serious. Finances should be considered even before. Children are a major aspect, and where a child could have had a negative experience with one parent, biological parent, they may have a positive experience with a non-biological parent. But
True.
everyone is entitled to their choice. Ground is entitled to his choice, and everyone is. Love to everyone. My closing words are: wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. Candy?
Yeah. I'm gonna just go to the end. Grong, as you said before, we are entitled to our own opinions. Relationship topics. Relationship is hard, but it can be easy if we are open from the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. So so that we're out of time, I'll just go straight to my end, which is Jesus Christ didn't come and die for us to live an unhappy and unfruitful life. So that's all we have to do to continue to walk in God's will and fulfill purpose. Grong.
Seeing that we out of time, I really wouldn't say what on my mind.
Say Sunday program. Talk about Sunday program.
Sunday, yeah. I will be there Sunday. Join us on Kingdom Principle Sunday from
8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. We're
Yes.
hoping all the talk to Grong, all the send a message to Grong,
Come
right?
on time in our God.
I will try and be there
And
on
you always
time.
eating.
I'll try and be there on time. Yeah. As I always say before I leave any program, please remember who God bless. No man, no boy, no girl could ever curse. This is Buzzy and Cynthia son checking out Nikisha baby. Mwah, coming home to you now, sweetness. Love you bad. Yeah.
We doing this at
Paul,
Isaac, boy.
it was nice.
It was a pleasure.
Tomorrow, please God, I'm in Valencia. Valencia coming. Coming.
Guys, love and blessings. DJ Paul, we are out of here. Yeah?